The hidden cost of teamwork, why social loafing drags us down. Why do some teams thrive while others stall, even with talented individuals on board? The answer may lie in a subtle yet powerful phenomenon known as social loafing. Social loafing refers to the phenomenon where individuals tend to exert less effort when working in a group than when working alone. It's not laziness, it's psychology. And if you've ever led a team project, joined a volunteer committee, or managed a brainstorm session, chances are you've seen it in action. Let's explore how it works, why it happens, and, most importantly, what we can do to counteract it. The classic tug of war, literally. In one of the earliest studies of social loafing, French agricultural engineer Maximilien Ringelmann asked people to pull on a rope individually and in groups. He found something surprising. The more people joined in, the less effort each person exerted. With 8 people pulling together, the average individual put in half as much effort as when pulling alone. This wasn't a physical limitation, it was a motivational one. People unconsciously relied on the group to carry the load. That dynamic, someone else will pick up the slack, still plays out today, whether it's students sharing a group project, employees in a large department, or friends planning a trip. Commonplaces social loafing shows up. While tug of war may offer a fun visual, its real-world implications are more serious. Social loafing can show up anywhere collaboration is expected. In corporate teams, a few individuals often dominate the workload while others sit back, creating resentment and burnout. In non-profits or volunteer boards, tasks go undone as each member assumes someone else will do them. In classrooms, group assignments result in unequal contributions and often unfair grades. In remote work settings, a lack of visibility can make it even easier to fade into the background. If left unchecked, social loafing not only hurts productivity but also damages morale and erodes trust. Why does social loafing happen? Understanding the why behind social loafing is the first step toward tackling it. Here are the main drivers: diffusion of responsibility. The larger the group, the more people assume their effort won't be noticed. Responsibility becomes diluted. Lack of accountability. If no one is tracking who did what, there's little incentive to go above and beyond. Perceived inequity. If a team member feels others are contributing less, they may reduce their effort to match the perceived norm. Low task visibility. In remote settings or group presentations, it's hard to see who's doing the heavy lifting behind the scenes. Unclear goals or roles. When no one knows who's responsible for what, motivation drops. But isn't teamwork supposed to be better? Teamwork can be a force multiplier, but only when well structured. Without intentional design, teams can become a collection of passengers rather than co-pilots. Ironically, the very thing we rely on to increase productivity can backfire if group dynamics are ignored. Real-world examples of social loafing. Marketing brainstorm gone flat. You gather your team for a campaign ideation session. Despite a dozen people in the room, only 2 offer fundamental ideas. The rest stay quiet, assuming others will contribute enough. Remote project drift. A distributed team is assigned to build a new onboarding portal. With few meetings and no precise tracking, work stalls. Each person assumes someone else is moving it forward. Group school project. 4 students split a paper. One ends up writing the bulk of it, while the others edit lightly or disappear until presentation day. The grade is shared equally. In each case, the lack of clear accountability and structure invites loafing, even among well-intentioned participants. How to fight social loafing, and win. The good news. Social loafing isn't inevitable. You can design teams and systems that reduce the likelihood of it creeping in. Here's how. 1. Assign clear roles and tasks. When each person knows what they're responsible for, and what success looks like, it's harder to hide. Make roles explicit, not implied. Instead of, let's all chip in on the report. Say, Alex owns the research. Jamie, you'll write the summary. Priya handles design. 2. Keep groups small. Social loafing increases with group size. If a task doesn't require 6 people, don't include 6 people. Smaller groups boost engagement and accountability. 3. Track contributions. Whether through tools like Asana or Google Docs version history, it makes it easy to see who did what. Transparency curbs loafing and rewards effort. 4. Use peer feedback. Knowing teammates will evaluate your contributions can raise performance. Peer reviews also help reveal hidden efforts or imbalances. 5. Reward individual and group outcomes. Tie recognition and rewards not just to team results, but to individual effort. This balances shared goals with personal responsibility. 6. Cultivate team culture. When people feel connected and committed to each other, they're less likely to slack. Build trust, foster camaraderie, and celebrate wins together. A thought for leaders. If you're a manager, facilitator, or team lead, it's on you to design the structure that avoids social loafing. It's not enough to gather smart people and hope for collaboration. Intentional planning is required to prevent the natural human tendency to let others take care of it. Build a system that rewards effort, makes accountability clear, and shows that every contribution matters. Social loafing is an invisible drag on team performance, but it's not an unsolvable problem. By understanding the psychological dynamics at play and structuring your teams accordingly, you can turn passive groups into powerful, aligned units. After all, in today's world, the difference between a good team and a great one often comes down to this. Does everyone feel the rope in their hands, or is that a story they're telling themselves? You can find notes for this episode and more content like this at nijedesau.substack.com.